Hi, I'm Ronnie Chowdhury and welcome back to my option pricing and portfolio simulation project in C++. I've decided to give myself a target of 90 days to build this application, and we're going to cover a vast array of topics including things like machine learning, 3D graphics, and of course a lot of high performance C++. I'm going to try and release a video every couple of days, initially focusing on styles and techniques for writing performant code, and then once that baseline has been set, I'll actually focus on the problem at hand. Last time we went over the initialization of variables and how to do it in a functional style with C++ to make sure everything is const. Today I'm looking at another optimization, that of move semantics. A lot of people seem to have trouble understanding the semantics and how to write code to take advantage of them. But in most cases I try and look at a rule of thumb, and that I find is the most logical way to look at these. Start with the simplest example, the rule of 0. We have a simple struct, rule of 0, and that's actually enough. The compiler will do everything you need to produce the right constructors, copy constructors, move constructors, everything, and you can just use it as is. And that should be your default position in almost all cases. If you're doing something funky, then the compiler is basically leaving it all up to you, and then usually leads to bugs unless you know exactly what you're doing. Here's an example when we pass some in the foo function that we pass in by value, and it's moved into y. It's probably the most efficient way of doing something if you need to change something in x. In the second case, we're passing it by reference and then making a copy, so the copy constructor is being called. That's probably okay, depending on what you want to do, but it is it's probably more inefficient than the move constructor. But in most cases, you probably just want to pass a value in by constref, and it's probably the simplest and easiest way to pass in values around. Here's another rule of thumb that I use, which is whenever you need to possess a value inside your struct or class, use a move. So pass by value and use a move. And I show this in this code where this is the original C++ 03 way of doing it. Pass by reference and then do a copy. And here's the C++ 14 way of doing it, which is to pass by value and do a move. Why is it faster? When you do an in-place construction, where you do auto y equals bar, the foo is constructed in place straight into the string, so you have one operation done. You've constructed a independent string somewhere else and then passed it into bar. Here it is bringing it all together in a simple structure where I've used the default specifier for all the different operators and constructors and destructors. You don't have to do that, you can specify delete, and here I've done that to make sure that this class is only movable and not copyable. That's all I wanted to say on move today. I hope it gave you a fairly reasonable understanding of how this all works. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.